Hey guys, happy Wednesday. So I wanted to come on really quick. I finally got a second out of my house where I'm in my car for 5 minutes. It has really, honestly, it has just been rough. I'm going to be honest with you guys. So when I say that you can run a business no matter what, you really can. I had a baby 5 weeks ago, for those of y'all that don't know. And it's just been hard. That's the best way to put it. It's been very hard to work. I have a 5-year-old too. So it has been rough for me. So I just want to say, for those of y'all that have been contributing to this page, answering questions, really stepping up, I really appreciate you, because I have a lot of new people, a lot of reinstatements myself that need all the help they can get right now before I can really train them the way I want to. So I just want to say that. Second thing is parties. So every single Wednesday, I focus on who has parties, how many parties do I have out, how many bags do I have at home, how am I advertising parties on social media. Like for me, Wednesday is the one day a week where I'm focusing on parties, okay? Not only that, but the end of the month is super important that you have a party mindset, because you want to be like, okay, do I have all my parties back from October, and do I have them out for November? It's called front loading. And what front loading means is it literally means you front load your next month to have your parties out and in people's hands. And one thing that I notice, especially with people that are really trying to work the business, figure out their groove, is, and I've been saying this a lot to people that I've been working with, is you got to find your sweet spot. And if home parties don't work for you, don't stress about home parties. If bag parties aren't working for you, don't stress about bag parties. Same with online parties, mystery hostess parties. I want you guys to realize that you don't have to do what Chloe does or what you see somebody else do in the company. But what I do want you to realize, and what's really important about taking one day a week to focus on parties, is that you've got to figure out what is going to work for you in your schedule. So for me, bag parties are where it's at. Bag parties and online orders. So online orders meaning my customer service is 100. Okay. So I'm always sending out extras to people. Every time they order online, they know they're going to get a felt sample and a scent circle from me. I get that using host rewards when I close my party. So it doesn't cost an arm and a leg. But you also need to think, when you are thinking about booking parties, I want you to stay away from the word party. So here's a couple things I want you to do today. Number one, if you have not downloaded the Maven app, I want you to do that, because when you are following up with every customer that has hosted a party under you or that has bought from you, it links to Maven. When Maven tells you to follow up, I want you to do a custom message. This is something I've been doing. Good morning, guys. Yes, I'll put it on YouTube, Tiffany. It's probably going to be ratchet, but I will put it on YouTube. So one thing that I do whenever I'm following up through Maven is I edit my custom message. So you can go in and edit your message, and with every single person, I let them know, hey, thank you so much for ordering off my website, or if it was through a party, I'll edit it. I wanted to let you know I'm going to be sending you some fun mail, and you can theme it, guys. I want you to think. You need to theme the way you're talking to your customers. You need to theme the way you're partying with your customers. So theming the way you talk to your customers means when I'm following up with my customers this month, they're getting a pumpkin prize pack when they order offline. Okay. So that's what I mean by that. But every person I'm following up with, even today when I go into Maven, it's going to be, hey girl, thank you so much for ordering. And this is in the custom message. You can always go back and edit it. But when Maven asks you, hey, do you want to follow up with this person? If you do a custom message, it automatically has the message and you can edit it. Okay. Hey girl, thank you so much for ordering. I can't wait for you to get all your Scentsy. You're going to be getting a pumpkin prize pack in the mail while you wait for your order. But I also wanted to let you know that you're going to get a little booking incentive. Okay, so saying something like that is going to capture them and be like, what is a booking incentive? Or what is you know what I mean? So I really want you to think outside of the box. The little thing that they're going to get to book their party is the little sheet I have on this page. If somebody can bump it up for me, that would be awesome. But it's literally that pick any warmer you want for free if you host a party. How do I do that? When I close their party, I use my perpetual party reward to get a warmer for them. It's going to pay you back, guys. It's going to pay you back on all those customers. Another way that you really need to utilize booking parties, especially for November, is if you got the warmer of the month. I've seen it floating around, the really awesome camper, and I want you guys to go live with that warmer. Go live with it, put it in your story, put it on your page as a post, because you can get people to want that warmer for free. Anytime I'm going live on Facebook and my Instagram stories, I'm always saying, hey, you can get this for free. So there's another way. The third way that I want you guys to focus on parties is showing people the way that you can party. Meaning, if you are like, I need to get some home parties. So if you're wanting to expand your network, the biggest and best way you can expand your network right now is if you get home parties on the books. I know it can take, some of your time. I know it's more time consuming. You got to be super brave. It can be nerve wracking, but this is the deal. If you don't at least try a home party, you're never going to be comfortable booking one with somebody else. And if you're also struggling in expanding your network, I want you to think, have you even shared the sense with your local customers that you have? I know home parties won't work for everybody, but I just saw one of my new reinstatements was on here, Cody, and she just had her relaunch party as a reinstatement, and it was a success. She was like, I'm doing this. I'm going to theme it. She themed it like Halloween. So let me tell you, for November, things that you can be doing for November: Friendsgivings, ugly Christmas sweater parties. You can even theme a bag party that way, honestly and truthfully. You can find cute little mini ugly Christmas sweaters, put them in your bag parties, put them around a scent circle. There are ways that you can be creative. So I really want you to think, when you are messaging your customers, when you are following up with them on Maven or however you follow up with them today, Wednesdays need to be your party booking days. And I'm drilling that in your brain because for me and the way my brain works, if I don't have a day where I'm following up with all the customers to book parties, to get parties back, to get parties out, to refill my back parties, I'm not going to do it. So in your story, okay, on Facebook and Instagram, I know this is new for some people, but stories are the way. I love stories. I'm going to be going live in my stories later today. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, it's the Chloe Cox. But I'm going to pretty much take apart a bag party and put one back together so I can show people what they are. People need to see and don't call it a party, call it a grab bag. Okay, call it a boss bag, call it a wax pack. Do you see how I'm naming them different things? They do not need to be called a party because that can sometimes freak people out. Okay, personal shopping link for online parties. I want you guys to go live in your story, and I want you to take apart a bag party, show them how easy it is. In bag parties, guys, there are tons of bag parties on YouTube that you can find and what people have in them. But on this page specifically, if you search grab bags or bag parties or basket parties, you're going to find so many ideas that have been posted the past 7 years on how to make them fun. I want you guys to make them fun. Do you guys have a primary care doctor, a dentist, any people that you see in an office? I want you guys to personally, and this is something I do for recruiting, but you can do it for booking parties as well. You can do a little video, a 10-second video. I know it sounds scary, but you're not going to die. 10-second video showing your bag party in your hand, showing a couple things in it and being like, girl, I'm sending you this video because I have a couple of these grab bags open for November. They have some really fun stuff in it. I even have a little prize pack for you. So I always do prize packs in my grab bags, and that has lotion sample, laundry sample. Obviously I do a wax bar. Okay. I do a scent of the month bar for my bag parties, and just do a little video and show them, hey, I would love to get this in your hands for you to share it with your family and friends, and you can rack up on some free and half off Scentsy. This is the perfect time for Christmas gifts. Let me know if you want to be on my list. I only have a couple open. Okay. You always want to stress scarcity. I only have a couple available. I only have a few that I can give you, and send that personal video to 10 people. So I'm giving you multiple challenges today on ways that you can book parties. And I promise you, if you do at least 4 of these things, you will book them. But personal one-on-ones are the way to go. Don't call them parties. Call them grab bags. Call them wax bags. Call them boss bags. We have a director that does boss bags. Her name's Emily, and I learned about this from her a couple months ago. She does different levels of bag parties, of grab bags. So she'll do a mini one with just the 3 catalogs, 10 felt samples, a couple sample packs and other products. And she'll literally give that to somebody as a mini grab bag. And then she has a bigger one that has the testers. And then the boss bag has a wall fan diffuser. And it has, car bars and a scent circle and just more products for people to touch and hold. So don't let your product sit at home. That is not making you money. I really want you to think these are like your little employees. So another post that you could do today is with a grab bag in your hand. You can be like, my employees are literally sleeping on the job. I need to get these out. The best thing about it is you're going to get free and half off Scentsy and a ton of samples to try. First come, first serve. Be fun, be creative, involve your kids, involve your dogs. When you're doing posts on social media, and I probably need to honestly do a social media training, they're buying from you. So don't think like you have to have your makeup all done. You got to be all this and that. Be authentic. Like, this is the way I look. And if I go live in my story today, when I do with a bag party and when I get them booked, this is what I'm going to look like. Don't overthink it too. I think a lot of people are like, oh, well, I'll do a post tonight. Girlfriend, you got 5 minutes and you got a bag party in your car. Do a post. Be real. Be like, I can drop this off to you and you just keep it for a week and share it with your friends. And the best part about it is you get all the free things. But you need to use every avenue. So when I'm saying that you need to book parties, don't just do a Facebook post today with a bag party and be done with it. Or you can go on Pinterest and you can Google Scentsy themed parties and find ugly Christmas sweater templates and stuff like that. But I would prefer you put an ugly Christmas sweater on and you have a bag party in your hand and do it that way. People are looking at you. Why do they want to party with you? I want you to really, really think about that. Why do they want to party with you? And your enthusiasm is contagious. So when you're booking parties tonight, today, every Wednesday from here on out, I want you to do it when you like have your energy. Right now, this is when I have most of my energy. So I was like, I'm going to do a video on here to teach you guys because it's not going to be beneficial if I'm like, ugh. So it's the same way when you're reaching out to customers. They vibe off of your energy. So you want them to get hype about doing a party, taking testers, taking your employees so they're not lazy on the job, and you want to pack it down with samples. So the last thing I want to say is make them feel like VIPs. Every single customer needs to feel like the most important customer. Guys, I got a card in the mail the other day from one of my customers, and she lives all the way in Hawaii, and she was like, I just want to let you know that your samples that you've been sending me for years have really just made me so happy, brought me so much joy, all this stuff from samples. I was like, what? And, I'm trying to recruit her at this point. That's where we're at. But I was like, wow, it makes a difference. So when you are packing down your bag parties, guys, go to Dollar Tree and get some of those mugs. Give them a mug with a scent circle and a bar in there. Like, make it fun, make it personal. They know, like, okay, she's going to take care of me. And if you are also that person who has struggled with whether it be online parties or home parties, I really want to challenge you to go outside of the box and in November book 2 of each. 2 online, 2 home parties, if that has been your struggle. And I know at the beginning of this video, I said, look, if that's not your thing, don't do it. But I also think that there's some of you who just don't want to do it because you know it's going to be hard. You don't want to do the online party because you're like, I don't know how to do it. Guys, go in our files tab on Anchored Scents. There are bomb templates on how to run online parties. Okay? You guys have the resources to be successful. And the biggest thing is they need to smell it. So even if you have customers that you know have not bought from you this fall, or you know they're those kind of people that want to smell before it'll sell, get the testers in their hands. You can do what I call a booby trap bag party, where you give them a bag party and they don't realize they have a bag party, but by the time they get it, you tell them, look, girl, smell everything. I put some catalogs, order forms, samples in there of the laundry products, of the body products. I put a room spray in there that you can try. But also, girl, bring it to work. I know you work at an office. I know that you're a nurse. I know that you are around people. I know that you work in a salon. And tell them you can snag a few orders and get your stuff free and half off. I put some party details in there. Okay, so I want you guys to really be brave and go outside the box when it comes to partying today. I want you to use all the avenues. Obviously, individual follow-up is key. That's the first thing. Individual text. If you want to be super brave, do that 10-second video with the grab bag in your hand. Last time I did that, but for recruiting, I got 2 recruits from it. So I'm like, why have I not done that with grab bags? I don't know, Chloe. So I'm going to do that today. Okay, use social media. Use your stories to take apart a grab bag. Show them what it is. If you want to mention an ugly Christmas sweater or a Friendsgiving, you can do that as well. If it were me and I were you, if I did not have parties booked for November, I already have some out that I'm closing the first week of November. Then you really need to pack on as many parties as you can and challenge yourself. Like, if you know that you want to promote to lead consultant or star consultant or superstar consultant, or if you know that you want your PRV goal to be 2,000, so you get that 5% bonus and make 600 in commission, You need to book all the parties. It doesn't need to just be 2 parties and you're done, because this is the deal. Some parties you're going to get back and they all come back at 0. And that'll happen forever and ever. Amen. And I wish I had a better answer for you, but sometimes that just happens. So when it comes to booking parties, using social media, reaching out one-on-one, making your brand attractive, people are looking at you. They're looking at you and they're looking at, do I want to party with Chloe? What does she have that this other girl that sells Scentsy doesn't have? Like, why do I want to party with her? Oh, because she does special samples. Oh, because she can theme it. Oh, she does online parties. Oh, she does bag parties. They're not going to know what you have to offer if you don't share what to offer. So use every single avenue to book parties today. Do not stop when you just get one party booked. Don't cry when people say no. It's okay. And guys, this is the deal too. I have someone I'm texting right now who I was trying to get to join because she would rock it out. And I sent her a grab bag. I call it a business bag. It's like a little bag to get them started in their business. And she texted me this morning and was like, Chloe, I just don't know if I want to sell it right now, but I still want to do the party. And I was like, girl, that is absolutely fine. I made her comfortable. Make your people feel comfortable in their nose. I think that's one of the biggest tips I can give you, because a lot of times if somebody says no, we get like butt hurt and we're like, oh, well, I'm not going to ask anybody else. Guys, it's fine. When you go to a restaurant, when you have a waitress, this is one example I always give. At the end of the meal, that waitress should ask you if you want freaking dessert. If she doesn't, she's not a good waitress. 99% of the time we say what? No, but she's not going to stop asking. You do not need to get offended by someone's no. You need to let that propel you to keep going until you're getting yeses, until you're getting people to be like, yes. It is normal for people to say no. Partying can be scary for people. If people say no when you reach out to them today about taking a grab bag or getting an online link or doing a mystery hostess, whatever, I want you guys you need to research what you want to do. You can search this on Google. You can search this on Pinterest. You can look at our page on different ways to party. But when they say no, girl, it's totally fine. If you ever want free Scentsy, let me know. Or if you ever know anybody who wants free Scentsy, let me know. Referrals. I always do referrals. But in the meantime, I would love to just send you a catalog and some samples so you can try out all of our goodies. Make that customer feel comfortable. Do not just make that customer feel like you're coming after them for a sale. Okay? The more conversations you have, the more parties you'll get booked and the more PRV you will get. PRV and parties are a direct reflection of your effort, period. And I can tell you from having, I'll give Kendra Ruth as an example, and then I have to go because I have an appointment. But Kendra Ruth is one of my new lead consultants. She's a boss. You guys always see her sharing on here. Guys, she struggled to get parties booked for a long time. Not because she wasn't working and asking, but because she had to build her network in Boston and really figure out, how do these people want to party? What's going to work? Whatever. And finally, she is getting high PRV. She promoted this weekend. She has a boo bash with 30 girls coming. So consistency is also key. Don't get discouraged. Know that, right? All of you on here right now, we've heard no a zillion times. You're not alone. We're not alone. It's not you. It's not your fault that they're saying no. And I want you to know that. But what is your problem is when you hear that no, you just give up and you say, I'm not going to reach out to anybody else today. I'm not going to follow up with anybody else today. No, we cannot do that. We cannot do that. We need to make them feel comfortable. We need to spoil the mess out of them. Anytime someone says no, that they don't want to party with me or whatever, obviously, I make them feel comfortable about it, but I always think, man, I'm going to treat them like a VIP because eventually they're either going to want to party or they're going to refer somebody to party. I have a party out right now that was from a referral from one of my customers, and I treat her like gold, and she refers me to everybody. Okay? So you guys have a ton of tips that I gave you today. So you can go out, you can book all the parties, have all the conversations, guys. If you've not made a list of 100 yet too, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Whip out your happy planner or your notebook, go through your customers, go through people you've sent samples to, go through social media, and do not stop till you get to as close as 100 names as possible. I know that sounds crazy, but you got to stretch yourself. And I want you to make that a starting base for the people you're going to reach out to make connections with so they can get free and half off Scentsy. It's not, do you want to party? It's, do you want to get that camper warmer for free? I saw you commented on my post of my camper warmer, and I know you love it, girl. I would love to get that to you for free. Do you want me to send you a little grab bag? You want me to set you up your own party, your own personal shopping link? That's how you can get people to want to party. Sending them samples, sending them things, getting things that they become obsessed with. Laundry care is one of my favorite things to send out because you want to send it to them with the intent that they want it so bad that you're going to be like, girl, let's party and get it half off. Let's do a grab bag. Let's do a girls' night sip and sniff. Let's do an ugly Christmas sweater. Let's do like, a Friendsgiving with some of your girlfriends. You're probably going to want to have them over anyways for the holidays. Let's throw some wax in there. Let's do a little setup. Make it fun. Make it easy. Be open for business. Tell people that you're partying. I could go to several of your Facebooks right now and I would have no idea that you guys do any kind of parties. I would have no idea because you guys don't post about it. So, do all the things and let's get parties booked.